Edessa, 11 rebounds tonight, and you're now filling in for Z starting. How do you feel comfortably, with your starting role and big game tonight with your rebounds?
I feel like my points in the paint didn't go in, so I had to help the team in some way, so I just went for the boards. I'm trying my best to help Z, but she's good, so we need her.
For Shay, do you feel like you've improved a lot steadily since last year? And in what ways? You're seeing the court better? You seem to be picking your spots very clearly on your drives and seeing openings that maybe weren't there last year, or you're just seeing them better.
Yeah, I try to pride myself on improving, every day, every month, every year. I don't think my leap was as big as people think. This year they just needed me to have a bigger role, and that's what I stepped into. But I wouldn't be able to do this without my team, without the coaches backing. So just being grateful that I have them around me, But yeah, I don't think I made a huge jump like people think, but I'm just trying to improve game by game.
The numbers.
Yeah, numbers. Yeah, numbers are numbers at the end of the day, right? A win is better.
This can be to either one of you guys. Slow start tonight. What was kind of the message from coach and to each other as you guys were trying to fix that as the game went on?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of talk in the locker room at halftime. Just more reflection, I don't think that our first half was indicative of how we want to play at all. You can definitely see it on the defensive side of the floor. So that was the biggest adjustment going into the second half, making sure that we were in our gaps, making sure that we were rebounding. That was a big point of emphasis for us. But just playing harder. I think the first half we took a lot of plays off. You're getting beat off the bounce. Just the little things that needed to be fixed. And, I think we did a better job of that, but that's definitely something that we got to look in film and make sure that we're improving.
Shay, another day, another game where you dropped 20-plus points. You also assisted with points over half of the team's buckets. What to you were you seeing out there, especially after the slow start? You kind of got everything going, and then the team really got going.
We were trying to play faster that second half, so just, making sure I pick my spots in open space. Maya hit a few today. So just want to make sure to space the ball out as much as I can. They were having two on the ball off ball screen, so I was able to find E down low for a couple looks. But, just trying to play in space as much as we can. Coach says that a lot in practice, picking our spots, being smart about how we attack the rim, especially in transition.
In the fourth quarter, you guys both had huge threes impacting the flow of the game. Can you speak on what that means, especially with the crowd getting into it and then resulting in the 18-point victory?
You want to take that one?
No, you got
it. Okay. Our crowd plays a big part of what we do here. It helps us, just with changes of games, change of pace. So when I was able to find E at the top of the key for open three, I think just hearing the crowd behind us, definitely ignited us to play defense harder and just get extra stops and hopefully turn that into offense, which it did. So we're just grateful that we have some fans. It was tough. It's a Wednesday game, 6:00, but we had a lot of people here, so it was good.
For kind of either of you guys, without Zania, do you kind of come to the gym with the mentality of, all right, I got to step up a little bit and do a little bit more, whether it be scoring, whether it be on the glass? Do you come in maybe a little bit more locked in, a little bit more prepared?
I try my best as much as I can. Me and Z are very different players. We have a different style, but I try to play my role the best as I can.
And she's doing a great job, if you were wondering.
All right, any more? One more in the back.
For either one, this was the first game after a loss. I mean, it was a close loss. You guys fought hard, but still, first time as a team coming back from not a win. What was the mentality coming into this game, trying to get back on track and trying to get back in the swing of things?
Yeah, I don't think it was a terrible loss for us by any means. In the locker room, we were saying to ourselves, like, that's the game that we want to play in March, and we're playing that at the end of November. So, coming back to Bloomington, we just wanted to make sure that, we're learning from our mistakes. There are a couple slip-ups that we saw on film that we're just trying to correct. We're just trying to grow each game. We're a young team. We're going to make mistakes, and the best thing we can do is just to get better from them. And I think, at watching Iowa State playing this game, heading into Illinois, that we're just going to keep on correcting those.
All right, thank you guys.
Thanks.